Oh snap, it's live. It's been a while, it's been a while. Give me a second, I'm still trying to set everything up here. Hopefully everything is coming out the way it should. Alright, let's hop into Procreate. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know if we can hear me. I'm pretty much going to be quiet. Give me a second here. Just every now and then I'll chime in. So I'm working on a comic book. It's not mine and it's not official. It's just kind of like doodles here and there. And it's called Project Jolt so far. Let me make sure that I can see what's going on. Okie dokie. Alright, so I've got the screen. Alright, so working from a script. It starts off in the middle of the night at, let's see, and two guys are going to be meeting in a park. I'm not sure exactly what the name of this is and whatnot, so I'm just doing the establishing shot so far. So I've set up my panels. Right now it's at 8.5 by 11. I have a grid that I created, and then I had set up an area that I can do a clipping mask into. And then as I do them, I'll just go ahead and clipping mask them onto the page, and then I can reuse them. Now I'm also, I went online and I found a whole bunch of grids, and yeah, and I've been busy. But let's see, I was working on this little children's book and I'm like, I need a break. I can't. I just can't. But yeah, so that's one story that I'm kind of evading for the moment. I don't know, I'm just not inspired, but I'll come back to it. I know I will. Maybe not, I don't know. But I found all these grids and I'm like, you know what, I can probably use these layouts. So this first one is this one here that I'm going to use. Using like the top one is the establishing shot, like we're in a city, and then the next one will be focusing on the location of where these two characters are going to meet. They're mostly in shadow, and one stays off camera, and they're meeting in a park. So I got to design a park and the two characters, but it's all going to be really rough. And then from there I'll decide how I want to do the next ones. I've never really done a hardcore comic like this, a superhero comic. I've had free reign to do my own, and let me see, how do I find it? It's not important. I'll show it again some other time, but I'm going to experiment to see, is it better to do it from the panels or to freehand it and then panel it out? I'll show you what I mean. Let me get back into where I was. So I took that panel. I have one that's going to be devoted to nothing but grids that I've redrawn. So I'll snag it from here and then add it to what I'm working on. So far, and I can show you what it looks like so far. And it's just like kind of showing the city in the background. This is all really super rough. None of this is like we're married to it or anything like that. And then I was trying to decide how I wanted to lay out the establishing shot for the meet in the park, and I did not like what I was creating from what was it called? I wasn't liking what I was creating from the top-down isometric view, so I'm going to try to do it from just like a 2D perspective. I'm going to be using Peppermint. That is the a new brush that came into Procreate, and I kind of like it as far as using it for sketching. So this next shot is going to be the park, And I figure I'm going to have a few things from real life here. So maybe an over, let's see. So this part right here will be like maybe a play area for kids. And I saw one with this giant fish. So I think I'll make this like a fish themed park. And we'll give this a slide here. Let's see. Give them the option to climb up this way. And then they can slide. Yeah, we'll have them slide this way. We'll use this as a slide. Let's see. It's like a little kiddie play area. Maybe we'll have little bubble swings or something like that. So we'll make a swing set. And it's all like really super rough right now. And it's all like little bubbles. And it's supposed to be nighttime. So we also need, so we'll do the sidewalk. We'll throw a tree here. And then the meeting area will be right here. We'll have one guy here. That'll be our villain red dot. And we'll have this guy getting ready to sit down, I guess. Really super rough. Let's see. So what I can do is, since I'm operating on this layer here, I'm going to move this over here, and I think I'll distort it. So we'll have the play area here, and try to make these guys more front and center. Oops. And I want them kind of, one guy kind of bored and the other guy, but they're supposed to be in darkness. So maybe I might have to redo this. Let's see, let's try, instead of that, I'm gonna hide that, do another one. So it's gonna be kind of hard since they're supposed to be in darkness. So we got the overhang. We'll have like a little barbecue thing. We'll have the table. and usually it has built-in stool. And I apologize, I can't see the comments if there are any. Okay, now I can see them. Okay. Okay, so we have like the barbecue thing. We'll have trees. Okay, and the two guys. I have one sitting here. I could have him looking at a watch. Now we don't know who the person is that we're meeting. So I might even change this even further. Let's see. But I know that I want one of these shots to be up close. No. Let's see. With him saying, "Took you long enough to get here." Trying to decide if the guy's going to have somebody with him. I think we got a guard or something like that. Hired help. And of course we wear sunglasses at night. Trench coat or let's see. And then on the table something gets pushed. Now this guy here should be in a mask, but I don't know what the mask looks like. I want to be different with him. Let's see, we know red dot. I wanted the red dot to be his nose. what was it called, like a mole on his nose, but let's see, we can, for now I can put it there. Just kind of give him an expression. And the other guy, he's going to be off screen. So this part, I could probably get away with making it smaller. Let's see, I could change the area. Let's see, I'm on the wrong layer, aren't I? Let's see. No, that's the right one for that one. Let's try him looking at us, and he's pissed off because we're late, or the person he's meeting is late. Ooh, I know. Let's see. Red dot is an assassin. So we'll have him. Now it's supposed to be in darkness, so I'm going to have to find a way to just kind of show his eyes and maybe a glowing nose or something like that. Bring this. And like a really wicked knife on the table. Let's see, we'll make this hand bigger. And I think I'll have him put his thing back in his sheath. His giant knife. I'm trying to decide if I want him to look at the thing that was pushed towards him. Or and you know what'd be interesting is if, you know, like they have the Swiss Army knives. This one shows the time. Say like let's see, a good time in the morning to meet somebody. We'll say 2 a.m. And then I'll have this kind of like digital type of thing. So we got that going on. Let's make it red, you know, for red dot. And then let's see, duplicate it. And just kind of feather it so it's coming out. So he's pissed off. So like out of his little sword that tells time, or sword, his little knife or dagger that tells time, it's showing it there. You're freaking late. Get back to the pencil. And give him kind of like glowing eyes or something like that. Let's see, he has like a goatee. Okay, just really rough. And then he's on the table here. Let's see. I'm going to combine so I have plenty of lines. Let me see. Do I still? Yeah, I could probably make use of that. This one in the background. Get rid of that. Keep. Let's see, and the guys are here. kind of slide them over. I'm trying to decide where I want the light to come from. I could have the light come from here. And let's see. So we got a tree there. We could probably do a poll that says like neighborhood watch or something like that on here. Now I could put "you're late." So this is like the foreground. Let's see. There we go. Trying to decide, do I want to keep the time together? Yeah, I'll keep the time together. I'll just do it over. Okay, so there's that. Actually, no. You'll keep them separate. That way I can just redo it. Alright. And that would be page 1. Now I could do "you're late" here. These guys to be a little distant from each other. I'm going to distort it a little bit. And I can have like little toys that can be written on. Can make that into a seahorse. And you got the, this could be an opening. Okay, so that would be my background. Okay, next part of, let's see, so this will be all page 1. Okay, yeah, I'll just do it like that. So this is all panel 1. Let's see. But I'm thinking it's still kind of messy. I could make these guys in shadow. Just be silhouettes. Just gonna see what that looks like. I think that looks lame. But then again, I don't think it makes sense. Let's see. Hmm. Now this whole thing is supposed to be taking place in the shadows. For now, I'm just going to keep it in the light, and that way I can see it, and I'll figure it out later. But that's what it would look like if it was in shadow. Hmm. So maybe everything around him is lit. I'm gonna have to play with that. So we got the tree, got the awning. And I think what I'll do is turn this awning into something that's like a little pirate thing. Do like a little happy Jolly Roger. So we can call this like Pirate Park or something like that. So you got like the tricorn hat. I'll make this into like a happy skull and crossbones. Okay. Gets it on pirate chests. Kind of make it look like a ship. Now, because that would be attracting kids. Maybe it's like the galley or something like that. Alright. Let's see. Alright, so that'll be idea number one. Another thing I could do is just do it with them actually in shadow. Okay. Alrighty. So idea two is this. Someone putting their hands up. This guy's pissed. his shoulders. Or this is like completely black. Let's see, let's do that. Instead of it being black, let's do like a shade of gray. Where's the fun in that? Okay, so black. And then we'll have the angry look there. Very few people are completely in shadow. And then maybe it's a little bit more lit out here. So we have maybe the fish, signs, we maybe have a silhouette of a person. So stiff. Anyway. We have, and then I'll play with the park area there. Give me a second. Alright, let me go ahead and send a quick link. the creator is wants to join, so I'm going to send him a quick link. Alright, so I sent him a link. Hopefully he can join, and then he can give me some feedback. And then he can tell me how he envisions this page. Okay, so we can still do the hand moving the item to, oops, give me a second. There I am. And I am in the chat. If you can't hear me, let me know. Alright, so alright, so I was going to do okay, so we have the outside here. We have, let's see, the two figures over here. In a figure. That the light is and we could have like some street lights or something like that. So we kind of see, and then we can have like the park area lit up back here. See, so if I was doing the fish idea and can have like maybe some swings here that are like bubbles, and then there would be like the fish in the background. Swing set type of thing, but the guys here are watching. Just kind of want them in the shadows here. Oops. So we've got the guys there. Okay, so we have Okay. All right. So we got red dot here. Oops. So I figure if he had like a glow-in-the-dark tattoo or a birthmark or something like that, it'd be kind of like something like a pinprick of what is that called? From like a sniper. Okay, so anyway, we got him here, and definitely saying like you're late. Let's see. I think I want them smaller. All right. But we need just enough light. I don't like how crazy these eyes look, but it's rough, so what can you do? Maybe make them narrow. Like he's really pissed. It's taking shadows really, what is it called? Literally. And then we've got the back out here. Oops. Then we can just put our, oops, let's see, let's do something like, we'll bring him up this way. I want him to look like he's looking at somebody. And then this could be the head of the other person. Now, right here is where I could be showing, if I do it at an angle, think, how do I want to, it's got to have room for text as well. So if I did, very rough, very rough. I don't know why I'm doing it the hard way. I should put that on a different layer. That way I can move it if I need to. So he has to sneer, "You're late." I don't think the other guy ever really speaks. Okay, so you're late, and then let's see. What else could be shown in this picture? I think you should look down on him. But they're at a table. Let's see if we can try to show the table a little bit. Put it on another layer. Should I make him smaller? Can't tell that they're at a table. Let's see. Oh, I could show in this big one the scene, and then down here he can say, "You're late." Just to save on, go. Just to save on layers, just combine a few, make another one. Yeah, Ellis, hey, this is Kim. Ellis is the writer. Also, Ellis, this is what I had so far. Let me turn this off. Okay, so I want to have maybe a sign. I think I'll have a sign on this layer right here. It's kind of like the city in the background. I'll put like the lights on the building, and then maybe a superhero flying somewhere in the back there. Welcome to Pirates Cove. What is it called? Maybe Playground, Pirates Playground, or something like that. And then pirate themed, where you have two guys in like the gazebo, and then you got the hired thugs out here, and you got like the little pirate themed nautical play area for kids, so you know that it's a play park. And then we have him saying, "You're late," and then this is on. It's like a Swiss Army knife that has like the time. You know, it's like it's 2:01. He probably was supposed to be there at midnight, or at 2 o'clock in the morning. So he's kind of pissed. He puts it away, and then the thing gets slid to him. So there's that idea. That was the first one I was developing. And then there was the more sinister looking one where we're in the dark, and I could have like some sort of theme to the park, but everything looks a little more sinister than in the light. I still want to have like a play area that's in the light, but the lights are out elsewhere. So you kind of see the thugs in the back, and then you see, uh, the scene starting to take place. So I'll need like a little bit of light to show their outlines, and that would be like page 1. So I have this. I could have like just a big picture right here of, well, you had mentioned that, what is his name? Red Dot was kind of fun loving, or whimsical, or, kind of a Joker type. Not Joker, but, he has a funny side. And I thought that, and can you hear me okay? I don't know if you can hear me. That he has a funny side to him. I don't have my sound going for some reason. I should be hearing myself, but I don't. Let me try something. Okay, so basically, we pull up the script as well. Why can I not hear myself? I'm not muted. Hello, hello. Oh, I can. Okay. Let me turn this one off. Okay, sweet. I guess I have a delay as well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and keep these guys in the dark here, since you kind of like that. So what I'll do is I'll keep that sort of thing going here. Okay. Alright, so I just need to make this panel dark. Make sure I'm not going to darken the wrong panel. I need to do, let's see, get that going. Put that beneath, okay. Alright, so I'll have, and we'll just that. Okay, back to peppermint. Alright, so I have him here. Let me mute myself now because now it's just getting annoying. Like, I have a dumb voice. Okay. Alright, so in this panel here, he's like, you're late. And I can there was something that he was going to slide. And I can have that kind of lit up. Where are you? There we go. And I believe this had a face on it. And then let's see, we can do an over-the-shoulder shot. Now, the person in the back here, I'm going to try to keep them as vague as possible here. And then we'll have like maybe a thug back here. Yeah, and Ellis, just let me know. I'm in the chat, so I can see what you're saying. And you can tell me if I'm kind of hitting what you need. Okay, now you said that even though this thing was pushed towards him, he doesn't really take it. So we'll only see like so I don't know if this is a male or a female, if he's big, small, or what they're wearing. I'll put a trench coat because, you know, business people and whatnot. Hell, we don't even know. Let's try to keep it as vague as possible. Trench coat is good. Be funny if he made a comment about the trench coat. Oh, that's very cool. That might be interesting. Kind of give it like a just kind of keep it in the background vague. So we got like a person there. So because oh boy's not picking it up, um, let's see. Now, do you think this is enough panels for you? Do you want like some smaller panels? Maybe I can do an inset. No, let's see. Let's do a different page. I don't want to do too many panels on you if you don't want that many panels. So we'll go with that. Trying to decide, do I want to do... Well, let me do a few more things to this before I move forward. And I'll just kind of keep it so that it's like a hint of a hand. And then I could show you something that I wanted to show you, but you didn't have an iPad. And it's another way of doing visualization type of thing, or creating your character. Let's see. We were going to put him like in a flak jacket type of thing. Just to keep him a little different from... Oh, I wanted to ask you... Oh, sweet. Okay, so we'll keep him in the dark. And then when it's time to leave, I guess, everything else will come back to what it needs to be. Alright, so let me go ahead and pull up another... Okay, gallery. Oh, and while you're here, I can show you the crap that I've had to work on. Well, crap, I can't say it's crap. This was the children's coloring book I was working on that I've been evading because I'm quote-unquote helping you out. So like this was like, it's a kid with a heart shield, and when he does good, it lights up. When he starts to sell out or do bad, it gets darker. And so like the kids at school are like, when they pick on people, his little heart shield gets in danger. It starts to affect him. If he doesn't say anything, it starts to dim. So so far I'm on like page 4 and page 5, where I'm thinking of here's like page 3. Like the kid makes off with the girl's nothing wants to work. It's not opening up. I think my iPad froze. Shoot. Oh, okay, here we go. Yay. Yeah, I think it froze. Okay, I gotta get out of that, come back. Okay. But everything saves. But yeah, that's what I've been like putting off because it's like it wasn't my idea initially. Alright, so when I was mentioning the panels, so as I go through, I'll look at your story and figure it's okay. It was a thing that we were talking about, like kids and boys nowadays, they need to have something to distract them from, just picking up a gun and shooting people, and we thought that it would be something nice to have, like, almost like a Harry Potter thing, where you have this thing that helps guide. It's a visual that shows that you're failing yourself type of thing. And at the end, everybody has a little heart shield that they're growing and stuff. And it has potential to be bigger, but I'm like, I don't want to draw that. I want to draw superheroes. Yeah. Miracle. Oh, yeah. Okay, no, I just want to draw something that's like adult. I'm like over the kid thing. But anyway, I digress. So as I'm going through your story, I'm trying to figure out if I should just doodle it and then worry about the layer, the panels, or I like having the panels because they kind of force me to behave. Okay, so all right, so red dot says took you long enough. Okay, a small device slides across the table, and red dot does pick it up. A single address closed on the screen, no name. Okay, so so which panel looks the best for it? Okay, it slides to him, and maybe I think maybe this one would work. Okay, so what I'll do is copy that gallery. This is super boring, but you know what I could probably do? Just grab these panels. Okay, that'll save me some time. Okay, so gallery, create a new one. It's 8.5 by 11. It's my HD paper. And then if we need to go bigger, like the 11 by 17, I can do that as well. And then reduce it down to whatever size we need. We'll go to, where was I? Gallery. And it was the comic grids. So whenever I need a square, I'll just grab it from here. Make sure I'm on the right layer. You know, let's see, clear, freehand. You know what? I'll just take all of them. And then I'll just take what I need. Okay. So he'll take, you know what? I can flip this horizontal. And then, let's see. So, pop back in. All right, so we're at the middle table, two figures. One of them is red dot, mask, still waiting. And then the other is off camera. Only their hands enter the light as they place a thin envelope on the table. He doesn't touch it. Okay, so I gotta go back. Let's see. Okay, so this one could be that wad of money or the envelope. But it'll be kind of hard to see in the dark. What I'll do is I'll have like let's see. But I know that we'll have to do, see, I don't need this light here. Use black. Yeah, and I'll check out some Batmans and see if I can get an idea of how some of these, oops. See, so this is the table. See, I'll just leave it kind of like this. You know, I could do, you said that he leans more towards a an owl type of thing, I could do just, and they're just catching the light, kind of, sort of. Or would this be like two on the nose type of thing? Okay, all right, so I'll just keep going. And then red dot doesn't touch. Alright, so on the next one, go back to gallery, and I gotta fill in that text real quick. Let's throw some music in there. Let's see. What kind of music? Okay, let me turn that down a little bit. Okay, so page 2. I think to speed up a little bit, I'll go ahead and just draw and not worry about the panels right now. And then I'll just use the panels as I need them. So let's go ahead and clear this. That gives me more things to play with. Okay, so we know that there'll be some hands sliding across the table. So we had the established guy. Let's do the hands, clear. And it'll be the hint of a hand. He says it's a device. Let's see, we'll see, the money is still here. Let's see, we'll move the money sideways. We'll just put a dollar sign to remind me that's the money. Okay. Don't know what this device looks like. Okay, so we got the money. Trying to decide how to do this. So we'll say this is the device. Trying to decide how to do this. I'll put a band-aid on his finger. Actually, no. He's wearing gloves. Yeah, I think this is easier. Just draw the pictures. Make this money smaller. Maybe overlap it a little bit. So this could be one panel. This could be a panel. And it can't hurt for this person to have gloves as well. I'll look up some like isotoners or something like that. And I think I want to put maybe a symbol. Maybe not. We want to keep it shadowy. That's a thought, though. Okay. Ah, son of a biscuit eater. Okay. Hopefully my iPad doesn't die. Okay. I should have paid attention to that. Okay. I don't think I have a low battery mode. Okay, so we got And then this panel could be our boy looking at it. Let's see, it could be the address. Because like he says in the picture, small device, red dot picks it up, single address glows on the screen, no name. Okay, so and then I want to do that expression where he's like, what the hell? Kind of like speculating. This is his hand, sort of. So the thumb is right here. Now figure it out. It's going to be hinted at anyway. Let's see. Make that a little smaller. Okay, so let's get this into the dark. Do-do-do. Okay. All right, let's drop this down a little bit. Let's see the best way to do something like this. Just do it like this. Alright, so now I'm just kind of light stuff over here. Just use a little light brush. You won't see much of his fingers there. Just soften this up. So that'll light up. Okay, let's see. Just kind of give it a hint. Alright. I need a panel. So what I'll do is I'll break it up with this black here. Too thick. Let's see, maybe instead of doing it like that, let's go ahead and give it a mask here. Okay, let's try again. Okay, Kim. Okay. It might be easier just to do the damn lines. I'm going to try to add the black back. All right, and then I think I saw, I needed the black. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. So I guess I'll draw them and then just plop them into what I need them to be in. Okay, I think I got it. So I need the black. All right, add, paste. Freeform. See how it looks. There we go. Just have to do the reverse. Okay, so take my reference and move. I don't know why I'm making a big deal out of this since it's only a rough. Let's see. All right. But I still need it black. Oh, shucky ducky, how do I do this? And I still need one down here. Maybe I'm better off leaving it completely black. I don't know. Okay, all right. But again, this is just a rough. And it's good practice, I think. Let's see. These should be like fading. Excuse me. All right. All right, and then he needs something to say. All right, let's narrow these eyes. All right, just make sure that everything is legible. That way when I go back to redraw it, it'll make sense. Just kind of make it look like it's sliding a bit. Ooh, I think I'm a little off, but that's okay. I don't have, let's see if I can do something here. See, I could probably narrow it down a few places, but that's okay. Rough is good. There we go. And I just need to trim this one. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's a bit much, isn't it? Just keep it all the way to here. I need to find a grid that is lined up a lot better. So there's page 2. And he's going to be saying something like, let's see. A rectangle film. I need to move him. And then okay, and then the text. A college campus, really? So for the text, I'm going to use Come on, Cap. Okay, VTC Letterer Pro. I think that's what I'll use. See, we'll go down to 25. Maybe we can go bigger. Let's see if we can close the gap up a little bit. Gotta give it room to breathe. I don't know if I like that font. Let's see, let's try a different one. They always say never to use the Jack Armstrong, but I like the Jack Armstrong. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'll ask him when he gets back if he prefers the Jack Armstrong or the VTC. That's Jack Armstrong. What did you turn that on? They almost look the same. So there's VTC. Yeah. And I think I want that one to be more italicized. Ooh, this one doesn't have it. What about this one? See, this one has it. Yeah, I think I like Jack Armstrong. So he's got kind of a mask on, I guess. Okay, so that's the start. So if I was going to outline this, I usually use the syrup brush, and I have some that I've altered. Syrup looks really good for comics because it's got this thick and thin type of thing. Let's see. I'll drop that down a little bit. Oops. But I think I like it better with the smudge. Let me see what it looks like. Coolness. Hope you had a good meal. Yeah, because I like the Jack Armstrong a little bit more than the VTC, but they are always saying don't use the like comic one. There's another whole one. Let's see. Actually, I don't need to do that. I forget the name of it. It's something Comic Sans. This is from the people who do the comic books on the regular. And I like all of them. I don't care. Whatever's legible gets the point across. But if you see that you would prefer a different font, a comic font, just let me know and I'll see if I can find it. Yeah, I think what works out pretty good is if I sketch it out first and then, oh crap, I can't find it anymore. There's all these in here that I don't use. I've used once or twice. Yeah, it looks like it's gone. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see it in here. Alrighty, no worries. But yeah, I like the Jack Armstrong. It's really legible, and I can go italic on it. The other one I can't. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. Okay, so I'm gonna have to play with some of these so I can definitely. Oops, cancel. Okay. So, your homework, Ellis, should you choose to accept it, is to tell me what's going to go on this address here, or I could just throw something on there. And then I wanted to do that cancel. One eyebrow up, one eyebrow down type of thing. Don't think I'm on the right layer. Yeah. That's okay. I think I'm a little far apart. Okay, sounds good. And I'll put like a little map or something like that on there as well, just to make it look kind of like something out of maps, something or other. But anyway, so we got, ooh, I have my text. Okay, so let me keep going. But this has been definitely a lot of fun. Now, what would you like the mask to look like? Do you have an idea? Uh, I can imagine Red Dot has a special mask for uh, special clients, I guess. Like nobody knows what he really looks like, so he has maybe an operating mask and maybe a client mask. Or is it like a half mask? Is it, um, or it could be just like a big red dot, type of thing. Um, yeah, that way when I go to back to redraw, um, do I want to do it like this? Now what? It's either my iPad or my, yeah, I'm going to have to end up cutting it close. I'm at 10. It just is not charging. Okay, it says it's charging, but it's just a lot of stuff on here. So, full face mask. Full face, full face. I'm wondering, because he is kind of a funny guy, Okay, so I'll find an address, then I'll make like a little map thingy for it, and then I want to have the mask kind of fit his personality. Like his thing is meeting in a kid's park after hours, because it looks creepier at night, I guess, and maybe he can manipulate the lights. So like that one guy, later on in the story, when he handles business with him, I can definitely see him picking an interesting spot. Maybe a pit cemetery or something like that, or but anyway, I would play with that and definitely redraw it. But I'd probably change the, I don't want to give away his goatee or nothing like that. I wouldn't mind making a, like a bullet head or something like that. Maybe that's too much on the nose. But something that it not only is it a full face mask, but it really shows his personality. All right. Put a little bit of light behind him. Okay, so at least the first 2 pages. So I'll go ahead and keep going. Let's see where we're doing it here. So took you long enough. Now I could either put it on this panel. Oh yeah, I should do it on this panel because this guy's looking back like, what the hell? Let's see, so... Okay, there's something on the bottom of it. Let me get rid of it. But while I have you, let me show you a trick here. Okay, I've got, and while my iPad isn't going to die on me, hopefully, more than one way of skinning a cat. And I think I was going to explain it to you, but I think you said you didn't have an iPad. Doing bodies and stuff, you shouldn't have to do it from scratch if you don't have to. And this is a tool that can help you. This is called Easy Pose. I've got many ways of skinning a cat because Kim ain't got time. You might recognize this pose right here. I used this model, and what's cool about it is that you can style him in whatever pose that you want. This particular pose that you said was like the typical 3-point pose. This is where I got that from. And then there's other poses here under presets, under hero, and then you can use everybody's pose here. Oops, let me close this. I'm trying to, come on, yeah. My iPad is being difficult. Okay, so there's these, and I've got videos where I show how to draw on these and manipulate them the way you want them to look. So, son of a biscuit here. Hold up. Okay. All right. I've only got a few seconds to show, but I could like use those little pictures, export them, and then I can make a whole scene out of them. Let's see. Go back. And it would save time in sketching. Like if you don't like the particular pose, I can always take it from a different angle and then redraw it. And it's not much faster, but it does save you time as if you don't know how to draw specifically the body, from scratch. And I've got like a whole bunch of videos where I show how to draw on these, and it gives you a different look. As an example, let me get to my Instagram before this thing dies. Alrighty. So like this one right here is from a model. Let's see. Don't die, iPad. That's from a model. This one might be a good one to see. Let me turn off my music here. Because it's taking it directly from a model, and then yeah, so this is like from Easy Pose into Procreate. When it exports from Easy Pose, it's a 2D image, and then from there I just use the tools and manipulate. So if you want a particular look that you can't seem to get from just drawing alone, I can also replicate it from here. and this was from a tutorial. A person had asked me, how do you use the liquify tool? And that one's hand drawn. This is hand drawn, hand drawn, hand drawn, hand drawn. Let's see. This one is from the tools as well. So like if you instead want me to draw in this style, and you saw the difference between what it originally started out at. This is what it originally started off at, and then all my alterations got it to where I wanted it to be. The only thing is that it's a 2D. It is. It if you don't have the hand-eye whatnot to do it from scratch, this can help you out. So there's this one, and then there's another one I've got. It's called the Pose Tool 3D Pose Pro, something like that. It does male and female. It just doesn't. Neither one of them give you expressions, but the one that I just showed you can manipulate the hands. And let's see, there's another one, Handy. Now this one here, you can even, I think you can even access this on your phone. It's a free tool. It's it does hands and feet and heads, and let's see, and it does the heads in different formats. I've used this head here, and the male head B and male head A, and female head B, and you can't do expressions, but you can show the head in different positions, and again it exports as a 2D image, and I've brought it into here. And I'll show you any one. These other ones are hand drawn. This is a model one. This one's a model one. So I just pretty much posed them into whatever position I want, and then just alter them the way I want. You know, painting on them, using the different brushes. And it's good for, like, if I'm doing maybe a cover or something that I don't have to manipulate too much. Otherwise, what I would do is take the image, and I could do, let's see if I've got any here. Let me see. And I can do a turnaround. And so I would export this, and then I could just either change the position, export it, and then draw on it. So I have all these guys in a position. So if I need to do one of the girls, I think I was working on Battle Girl, I can do Battle Girl like this. Another alternative is in my pictures, find a turnaround, print it out. Like here's one that I created out of the other thing. Let's see. Make sure there's no dirty pictures in there. But yeah, you can do a 3D turnaround, print it out, and with maybe a typing paper or computer paper, you can put the paper over this image and then draw over it, similar to what I would be doing on the iPad, but you would be doing it on paper. You could do it with, I'm trying to think of like the paper that's like super transparent. See, this thing is about to die on me. It's like, Kim, you are, ha ha, gotcha. Okay, gotcha, bitch. Okay, but yeah, you can trace over it, but you can change it to your style. So not only are you, um, what is it called, equal all the way around, or not equal, consistent. You can do that, and then as you're drawing and putting it into different, what is it called, putting it into different positions and stuff. You can do the body in different positions. If you need to talk to somebody, you have them at 3/4, and then the other person at 3/4. If he's turning to the side, you can have him at turning to the side. And it also helps you with learning the proportions and stuff. The more you do it, the better you'll get. But that's another way of skinning a cat. And when you're on a deadline, tracing is an option. And money's on the table, tracing is an option, especially if you need to stay consistent. But that is pretty much what I've got for the day, and then I can come back in and then alter it. So like if I wanted to, I could take those models, put them in position, and I can from there draw on my iPad and alter them in whatever way. I can either trace them to get, to stay on that same size. The eyes are a little far apart, so I wouldn't trace it, picture, line for line or anything like that. But if you definitely like a certain style, I would definitely, you could achieve that. Let's see if I've got anything else in here. There was also something I wanted to show you that, and this was another guy's that I had done. I had gone in, grabbed the body, put it in different positions, got the coloring and stuff like that for him. And then I was able to do a couple different outfits for his character. I like that little style. And it's just me just playing with the different ideas. Like he's a little schoolboy, he gets isekai'd into another world where he is wearing like rags or something like that. Let me see if I can turn that off. Yeah, he isekai's into that, but I don't think the hair should be nice and clean. But yeah, that's as far as I gotten for the guy. And then I'm like, it's just, I just wanted to have fun and root for him. Keep going, you can do it. Let's see. Again, when I was doing different heads for him, trying to figure out what his character is supposed to look like. Let's see. No, I don't have it anymore. But I had gotten like heads in different positions, and I'm like, okay, which one looks the most like how your character resembles? Let's see. Oh, here we go. This one I found in Pinterest. So either I can put like a layer over it. Oops. Drop the opacity. And then I can just form whomever I want from this. Change the clothes, change the hair, change the eyes and the expressions. That's the only downside to the other things, is it doesn't have expressions. So if you ever feel froggy and you're like, I can't draw this crap, get one of these bad boys from off of Pinterest, print it out if you can, and then use that as your base. And then you can change the head shape. You can make it rounder or smaller and whatnot off of that. And you got your superhero, and then you can start cutting and pasting how you want the body to go. I was also thinking about using Toon Squid, because it's got that what is it called? It's got a way that you can you can do the body. Like this is from a model, and I changed her to what she looks like here. And then it's also got vector tools that, no matter how big or how small, it'll still be crisp. So I was either thinking about drawing in Toon Squid, not using the model, but drawing in Toon Squid, and it has that vector, but Toon Squid's got issues. when it comes to filling a thing, so it doesn't want to fill. So I might, if you want to stay with me and we actually collaborate and do stuff and make agreements and whatnot, I could go for the, what is it called? The Clip Studio Paint. And then they got better tools than ToonSquid does as far as, the vector. Okay, so for those who are joining at the last minute, I was working on sketching out for Project Jolt some of the characters. So, like, to get an idea of what I wanted, I had exported a picture and then manipulated it and changed it to what I got right here. And this is that pose that I was telling you about with this one right here. So, yay, fun. And I got the colors and stuff. But other than that, that is it. Here are the pages I was working on. Page 1, setting the scene. I would go in and color the lights in the buildings, try to make them a little bit misty. On this one, maybe fix the background, say that you're late, crap like that. The sliding of the item, first it was money and he didn't reach for it. And then I should have this shadowy character notice that he didn't pick up the money, and maybe have a couple squares where it's like ... and then but see, that's what I was talking about. Get your idea out there, and then we can finesse it. And then and again, this is all just really rough. None of this is like set in stone. But yeah, so let's see. Okay, what I can do is I can send you a link to my, like how you sent me a link to your story. I can send you a link to what I've got in my Google Drive, and then I can have it like either a PDF or a I don't, yeah, the iPad is super strange, but yeah, I can do that. So that way I don't have to just, we can, and whatever I send you, Ellis, whatever I'm creating, you're more than welcome to use it. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing it, for practice, for fun, and just to, support you, and I want to see you succeed. I want to see this become a real thing, whoever you decide to go with, and we'll keep going. And if you like, I'll let you know whenever I am going live. That way, if you feel like inputting, or like, no, not like that, or maybe a little bit this way or that way, because I want to play with the scenes where further on in, where that seem kind of maybe hard to visualize, like I really want to do the jail scene and things like that, people interacting and creating the world more. So I'm going to finish with that, and I'll go ahead and show you those that like to see the time-lapse replays without hearing me babble over it. And let's see, video and time-lapse replay. And sometimes I like to do these and set them to music. So here's where I'm setting it up so that I draw only within the lines, and I use it as a clipping mask and set it as a clipping mask, and here is where it is coming together. My original idea where I was going to do it as a isometric, and then I started changing the idea. I'm like, oh, it would be kind of cool to have like this nautical theme, this fish theme, kids riding on bubbles, and then the two shadowy figures in the gazebo looking place. uh, the little place where they eat. And so I started doodling that. And then it's like, you're late in the far corner. And then I wanted to show that he's pissed. So I'm like, okay, he's got a knife for all occasions. He's that kind of guy. Money's being pushed across the table. The time frame, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's 2:01, you're late. He's putting his knife away. Money is getting slid across the table. And here's where I was thinking with the shadowy people. But then I was like, let me play with this a little bit more. So I was thinking about making the eating area more of like a pirate looking theme. Okay, so here's where you pretty much popped in, where we really got the shadow thing going on. That the lights went out in this park, or were put out in this park, and you've got these shadowy guys. One's kind of pissed off, eyes narrowing. And they're sitting across the table, but you really can't see the table, so I ended up resizing it a little bit so that you can see the table, the money being slid across. I should change the expression where the money is. Money shot. Ah. And then we are leaning more towards like an owlish type shadowy person. Now this doesn't have to be the bad guy. He could just be a whole nother minion. You know, it doesn't have to be, you know, not everybody does their own dirty work. Okay, and that's the end of that page. And then page 2. And now if you're limited on pages, absolutely, not a problem. And this is also just in good fun. Maybe gives you a few ideas on how to approach this. And then also, if you need to, or if you have a different vision of what you're looking for, go ahead and you can map out how many panels you want over the shoulder shot, things like that. Let me do. There was something I wanted to show you. See if I can remember how to get to it. It was in the, let me see, was it in the slides? Yeah. Okay, so on my Google Drive, these are 22 panels that always work. So you got like the panel with the big head, extreme close-up, back of the head. You know, these are also things that you can use to help guide you. So like if you want one big object, handgun, lamp, or phone, you could have that and tell me, Kim, I want in panel 3, I want full figure open panel. I want 5 panels, one with a big head, another one where they're talking profile, no big head, or no background, I'm sorry. If you like this one right here with the extra television set, you know, type of thing. This could be a TV, this could be newspaper, you know, things like that. Like I could have used this for that that lit up object that the person was looking at. So like right here, and do the time-lapse replay for those that are interested. This is what I was working on as well. I decided once you had gone to eat that I was going to try the second way of just doodling it, drawing it, and then worry about the panel part later. And I think this way is much faster. And then also we can also set up a Discord or something like that, so real time we can interact, and I can hear your voice without having to stop and look at the chat. And Also, you could tell me if I'm on the right track, or let's try it from a different angle, things like that. How many pages that we are looking at for your first and second volumes, things like that. That could also work as well. But also, this could help you have something to show the person that you want to draw for you. It's like, okay, I'm looking at something like this, but can you do it from this way, or add it the way you would do it, type of thing. So ultimately, I want to do not animated. It's more like a motion comic type of thing. I'm aiming more towards something like that. At least for future projects. Okay, so on page 2 here, it's we're doing the agreement type of thing. What was it? The hand has the device. It's being slid over. He didn't pick up the money, but he did pick up the device. He looks at the screen, and then he asks, "So, really? A college campus for an assassin?" And I should put like a time or something like that. Um, Something that is just like ridiculous. And then the next page might be where he gets offered additional money. But again, Ellis, thank you so much for popping in. Sharing your time with me in order to help me kind of flesh some of this out. And you've been really great with allowing me to practice with your characters, with your story, offer some crazy feedback. And if you don't do anything with the canine thing and his crew, oh please, let me use that. Just be a guest star in my little story that I have an idea for, my little superhero story. So again, my iPad is telling me I am screwed and I'm about to lose everything, but not lose everything, but it's going to cut out on me. But yeah, so that is page 2 thus far, and it's been a great experience. You guys, thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully it'll be something a little bit more exciting, a little bit more interactive, and hopefully we would have a lot more things going on with Project Jolt that Ellis could share when he's ready. All right, you guys have a great one, and thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you got a kick out of this type of thing, let me know. If you'd like to see me demonstrate how to use the models, how to do to export your own turnarounds, things like that, so that you can create your own bases, let me know in the comments, and I will talk to you. All right, you guys have a great one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Like and subscribe. Bye-bye.